Nickseth Construction's new operational yard and concrete production factory has 2 production lines, each of which can produce 16,806-inch concrete blocks every 8 hours, or more than 33,000 per shift. The facility has 3 warehouses, a service room, common rooms, offices, multi-purpose rooms, an administration block, a canteen and kitchen yard. But why Appolonia Citi? The technical director of Nickseth Construction Limited, Charles Issel, tells us more.
As a developer, you want to look for land availability. And in the southern sector, the litigation issues are also a major issue. Industrial activities also has some environmental control conditions. So you can't go into a heavy residential area and start. You can do that, ask for rezoning and all that, but then you're always going to have problems with your neighbors. So when we heard of an industrial park, we felt that it fits into the whole idea that we want to move to the southern sector. And we use the word carefully southern sector because we're looking within the Greater Accra region as far as to Aflao to the east and as far as to the west, say Takoradi. We will operate on that belt because Kumasi will take care of the middle and the upper belt, right? And so we think that geographically it was also good because you could easily link here from Koforidua without necessarily going to the central portion of Accra. And so all these environmental factors and the safety aspect of the land were factored in our calculus.
Charles Issel further stressed on his outfit's commitment to maintain quality in its production in order to stay relevant in the space.
Largely, it starts with quality, right? That even brought us to how far we've come as a company. We could buy blocks and build. But the first thing we do when we manufacture even samples from here is to take it to the standard board. Because we want to make sure somebody picks any of our materials randomly, test it, he should be able to meet the standard the consultants will provide. And so we went ahead and started this project because then you are sure of the let me call it the micro inputs. You are sure of your blocks. You are sure of your doors. These are all implements you need in the production of a home or an office block or a hospital, whichever. And so the idea, yes, commercial though, but we are also very certifying our own building by certifying some reasonable structural elements of our building.
Board chairman of Nickseth Construction Limited, Dr. Godfred Owusu-Boateng, called for prudent measures and collaborative efforts among stakeholders to allow the company flourish in Accra, just as it has done in Kumasi over the years.
We have said that there are many unknowns doing business in Accra. Some unknowns are known because the scientists will tell you, I'm looking for a certain variable, let X be the variable. So it means that unknown, we know it is the X. But in the business world, there are many unknowns. Look at the COVID-19 pandemic. Look at the Ukraine war. So we need to actually be prudent in the measures that we take. In this case, we need to be predictive and also proactive so that we can also be able to absorb some of the shocks that may come our way.
On his part, Chief Executive Officer of Appolonia Citi, Bright Owusu-Amofa, explained to Citi Business News how Nickseth's partnership with his outfit will help better the construction industry.
It's a platform where every company, irrespective of the sector, every developer, individuals, businesses can come in here and consider Appolonia as their home. So what we're developing is a new satellite community for 100,000 people. And so what that means is that 100,000 people, it's a new city on its own which will need the likes of Nickseth, right, for the services they provide and the products they provide. We will be developing 30,000 homes here. So certainly we will need, blocks to do that. We are doing several kilometers of road and infrastructure. We will need concrete products. So that's where the likes of Nickseth come. We've also got a data center, for instance, which was commissioned about 12 months ago. And there are, like I said in my speech, there are at least about 5 companies that are currently under construction, and within the next 24 months, we expect all these companies to be operational.